Welcome to Food Fanatic. We are here once more to a channel that was started 2 years ago and it's just now being put to use. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself and about this channel and what we're going to do here while I make some rosemary garlic focaccia. Ready? So I will link the recipe I have in the description box, but it is by Inspired Taste. Basically it says I need olive oil, finely minced garlic, rosemary, thyme, ground black pepper, lukewarm water, yeast, sugar, all-purpose flour, and sea salt. I'm just using regular salt. So it says combine olive oil, minced garlic, thyme, rosemary, and black pepper in a cold medium skillet. Place. Okay, so I'm making like the first thing it seems I'm making is like the little what's it called, like the rosemary garlic ness that goes on top. But that's the first thing that's on here. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with the actual dough. In a large bowl, combine warm water, yeast, and sugar. Stir and let sit for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna move over to the stove. So what did I just say? Water, yeast, and sugar. I need a cup of lukewarm water, a cup of warm water, 2 1/4 tablespoon of instant yeast. Tablespoon or teaspoon? Teaspoon. As for what this channel is gonna be, this channel, the idea behind Food Fanatic is I love food with all my heart. My family loves food. So I thought I'm a fanatic for food. So let's start Food Fanatic. And basically what that means is I'm just gonna be finding recipes online and trying to make them. I don't have sugar. It said I could replace it with, or I have sugar, but I don't really want to take out all the sugar. It said I could replace it with honey, so I'm actually gonna use agave. So this channel is gonna be, you know, me trying and very much possibly failing, failing to make stuff. And then it says to let this sit for 5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes and we're gonna move over to the stove. You guys, I apologize for the actually horrible lighting. I'm filming this at like 8 p.m. But that's all okay. It's fine. So I'm gonna chop up some garlic and rosemary really quickly. About myself though, hi, I am Yasia, and this would be, technically speaking, this is my 3rd YouTube channel. If we're speaking like technically, however, it's actually my like 2nd, because I started this channel not too long after I started my vlog channel back in December of 2020. I believe was when I started my vlog channel, and then I started this channel I think in March of 2021. A little bit more garlic than that. I am 16 years old. I live in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and I have been posting my life on the internet on and off for the last 3 and a little bit years. I am just now really getting the hang of, you know, what I want to do with my channels as well as my personal life and how I want to live and the things I want to do. I'm gonna cut up some rosemary, or just pluck it off of its stem is a better way of putting it. I'm doing 3 little chunks. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing over here, but I promise you it's not that interesting. I have, you know, mostly the last 3-ish years of my life on the internet. If you want to go see that, my vlog channel is Yasa Vlogs. My main channel is Yasi. As for how I'm gonna balance out videos between my 3 channels, I post on my main channel on Mondays, I post on here on Wednesdays, and I post on my vlog channel on Friday. So we're gonna turn on the stove. I promise I'm allowed to use the stove. We're gonna combine olive oil. How much olive oil? Half a cup of olive oil. We're gonna eyeball it. You guys, I'm not a baker. I'm not a chef. I'm none of the above. I'm just a girl that likes food. Thyme, rosemary, garlic. We're gonna put that all in a pan. We're gonna eyeball. I did about equal parts garlic and rosemary, so we're just gonna do about equal parts thyme. And again, eyeballing it because I am me, and I forgot to get something to mix this with. Stir occasionally. Place pan over low heat. This is on high heat. That's not good. Low heat. Oh, black pepper is what we need to add in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this for about 5 minutes. According to the instructions, it says combine olive oil, minced garlic, thyme, rosemary, black pepper in a cold medium skillet. Place pan over low heat and cook, stirring occasionally for 5 to 10 minutes or until aromatic. Basically, you don't want the garlic to brown. You just want it to like extinguish its flavor, if that makes sense. I'm just adding some black pepper in here. I don't know why I chose this to be the first thing I'm making on this channel. I have no clue. But it is, so we're going with it. So I'm gonna just stir occasionally for like the next 5 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so my little rosemary, garlic, thyme, black pepper, olive oil concoction is cooling on the stove. We're done with that for now. Next step is 1 cup flour and then half of our garlic mixture into the yeast. And then we're gonna mix it a little bit and then let it sit. So I'm actually using pizza flour because I have recently realized I have no actual flour. But it's all good. I actually don't know what pizza flour has in it that makes a difference from regular flour. So I'm choosing to be ignorant. See, that's another thing on this channel. We are gonna work with what we got. If you want quality baking, I apologize. Wrong channel. You might want to go check out Rosanna Pansino. Because she is not I. I is not she. I make stuff up. I very much not say go with the flow. I'm more like whatever's in my pantry, you know? Okay, 1.5 the flour. And then it's a 1/4 a cup of this mixture. My garlic did actually start to brown a little bit. I don't want to measure it, so I'm just eyeballing 1/4 of a cup would be, which I find a little bit confusing because it's only a half a cup garlic oil, of olive oil in there, so I'm like, right, and how does that make sense? But it's okay, I might have read that wrong. And we're gonna mix, it says, until flour becomes moistened. Flour, infused garlic mixture. Stir 3 to 4 times until the flour has moistened. Let's sit for another 5 minutes. I have no clue how much this serving makes, if I'm being super honest. So we might have a lot of bread. We might have none at all. Flour concoction is looking like this. We're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. There's a lot of sitting going on, if I'm being very honest, but I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay. I should probably preface this with saying I've never read this recipe before. I literally found it 5 minutes before I came downstairs to start filming, but it's been 5 minutes. I see no difference in this dough, batter, whatever you want to call it. It says stir in the remaining 1.5 cups of flour and salt. Okay, so we gotta go step by step because or else I'm gonna get lost. So another 1.5 cups of flour. Would it be bad? No. See, another thing in this, this is for fun. We do whatever it is we want to do here. I just finished what was left in that bag. It was literally like 3 crumbs. And then the salt, and how much salt did we need? Where does this say salt? Salt is at the bottom. 1 teaspoon salt. See, this is the one thing I do measure. I get very scared with salt. And I think I'm all traumatized from having over-salted things in the past. And then it says, when the dough comes together, transfer it to a floured board and knead. See, we have no more flour. See, I should have kept the flour. Oh well. I need 10 to 15 times until smooth. This feels like too much flour in here. Am I doing this wrong? I should have chosen to watch the video or something, like on TikTok or something. I'm being so honest. I feel like that would have gone much better. Speaking of TikTok, I have a TikTok and I have started to post regularly on it. So if you want to see behind the scenes of videos from this channel, like my little outtakes from my other 2 channels, just my life, like my daily life, because I post every single day, that's where you want to go. Until smooth, transfer the dough to a large oiled bowl. Cover with a warm, damp towel. Have to let this rise for an hour. It says an hour to 2 hours. I'm not waiting 2 hours. I'm only willing to wait 1. So. we're just gonna it said 10 to 15 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm just collecting whatever this flour is left down here. And I don't feel like dirtying another bowl, so we're just gonna oil the same bowl. Coat this. This is the size. I want to zoom in, and I'm gonna put this in here, and it said to cover it with a towel and let it rise for an hour. Yay. And then I think that's the last of me actually needing any of the stuff I have out, so I'm gonna clean up. And hopefully by the time I'm done cleaning up, it'll have been half an hour, and then I'll go eat a snack, and I'll be back, and it'll be an hour. It's been an hour. She's definitely bigger. When the dough has doubled in size, preheat to 450. This is preheating to 450. We put this in here, but this pan needs oil. I'm literally just using my fingers because let's be so real. Like, hello. Transfer the dough into the baking sheet, then gently press into the pan. Just transferred. Press it into the pan. Being pressed. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I promise I'm gonna figure out a better angle for future videos. Okay. I'm trying to make sure it's like even. And then it says, use your fingers to dimple the dough. I have long nails, so we're gonna use my knuckles. Okay, yeah, no, because my nails are in it. Just cut straight into it. I feel like this works better if you leave it to double for longer. Did not fully double, but I don't really have time. Now we're gonna put the rest of our concoction on top. I just got a drop of oil on my phone. That's nice. I'm gonna one side has a lot more rosemary than the other. But you guys, you can't judge me too hard. It says let it rise for 20 to 30 minutes. giving it any more time. Put this thing, it doesn't say to put it all back on, but I'm going to. So that she really has a time to shine. I'll see you in
15 minutes later, I put it in the oven and I let it in there for 30 minutes and now I'm taking it out.
It's 10:30 p.m., but it's done. It smells really good. Okay, time for a taste test. Ready? It's good. I think my mom would like it. It's crunchy. 10 out of 10. Thank you for sticking around and watching my first Food Fanatic video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And in the comments, leave recommendations for and things you want me to try next. And I'll see you next Wednesday.